Hey, if you are looking to get an SBA loan for a dental practice, and you've come to the right place, I'm going to walk you through this tool that we put together that has taken all the publicly available SBA loan data over the last 5 years and lets you sort and filter it to be able to find the top SBA lenders by state, by industry, by stage of business. So whether it's a startup, an existing dental practice, or an acquisition, this tool is going to help you find the right lender for you. I'm going to put a link to this tool. It's free. We've made this available for free. So I'll put a link to it in the description of the video below so you can take a look and use it for your own. I guess before I dive into the tool, just a little bit of background on me. I am the owner of Projection Hub, and we help folks create financial projections for SBA loans a lot of times for potential lenders and investors. And before I started Projection Hub, I spent about 12 years as the executive director of an SBA lender. So I was an SBA lender myself. We approved over 1,500 SBA loans during my time there. So I come to kind of my projection work with that SBA lender focus or experience as well. So this tool I think is going to be really helpful for you as you're looking for a good fit lender for your practice. So let me show you how it works. Okay, so I've got the tool pulled up here. I've already got it kind of sorted out here for us, but you'll notice that there's a bunch of different filters up at the top that you can sort and filter by. I've already selected offices of dentists here, so it's already got that kind of filtered for us, and I've also selected startup. Now, what we'll see here is that when we look at startup dental practices, we've got Live Oak Bank here kind of at the top of the list, Bank of America and Huntington National Bank as kind of the top three clear leaders for SBA loans to startup dental practices over this time period, right? Now, what you'll notice is if we were to change this from startup, let's just say kind of now we want to see the full game, but from acquisition to existing dental practices to startups, the list changes a little bit. So Live Oak Bank still seems to be the clear leader. They like dental practice SBA loans, so they're the clear leader here. But Wells Fargo jumped up to the top of the list. So what you'll notice here is probably that Wells Fargo maybe doesn't like startups quite so much, and so that's why they weren't as high on the list when we were just filtering for startups. So this is important because depending on your stage of business or what you're trying to do, that list can change. So let's say we're looking to acquire a dental practice, an existing practice. So here the list changes again, actually. United Midwest Savings Bank is actually at the top of the list, so that's pretty surprising. They may specifically focus on dental practice acquisition loans. So really, again, depending on your specific situation, finding the right lender here can make a big difference. Now, I would also say, you want to pick what state you're in. And so I'm not going to go through all 50 states and show you how the list changes, but you get the idea that this list is really going to change probably based on where you're located. So now we see, when we look at California, Live Oak Banking is at the top of the list again. So anyway, that's what this tool is useful for, is kind of sorting and filtering for your very unique situation and trying to find the lender that is most likely a good fit for you. Now, this still may not be the most helpful thing because you just have a list of a bank. And so what do you do then? Do you just Google their website and just fill out a contact us form, or how do you kind of get in connection with a lender? If that's something you'd like some help with, we can try to help with that as well. We've got connections with a number of lenders at these various banks, so feel free to reach out to us. I have put in the link of the description, or in the description of the video below, I put a link to our free SBA review form. And so if you fill that out, that just gives me a little bit of context on your situation, and I can then have a better understanding of who would be the best lender to kind of connect you with based on your situation, your location, and all those sorts of things. So feel free to fill out that free SBA review form, and I'd love to record a custom video with some feedback for you and give you some ideas. The last thing I would mention, because we are Projection Hub and financial projections is our primary business, I did just want to bring up and do a quick commercial here for our dental practice financial projection template. So if you are looking to start a new dental practice or acquire an existing one, you're probably going to be required to provide a set of financial projections. And that's important because it helps determine how much of an SBA loan you're even going to need as you kind of work through these projections. It helps you kind of identify, okay, I know I've got my startup costs, but also you need some working capital to help cover operating expenses while you ramp up that patient base. So as just kind of an example here, we notice in that first year of our projection example here, our net income is negative because we have a lot of startup costs, we're ramping up, we don't have a full patient base yet. But as we continue to grow our patient base, we reach a profitability level. And so we need to make sure we have enough capital, working capital, to cover that first year especially. So that's what this projection model is going to help you accomplish. We're going to put a link to this template down in the description of the video below as well. So make sure to make use of that. And yeah, if there's anything that we can do to try to help in your specific situation or answer any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Just reach out to support@projectionhub.com and we're going to get back with you and try to help you through this process. So hope that's been helpful. Thanks.